Welcome to the Discourse Analyzer AI Toolkit, where articles come alive. You're hearing the audio version of our article. For the full text and an interactive experience, check out the link in the description below. Interact with any section using our AI assistant to enhance your understanding. Let's explore.
Discourse Analysis Applications, with examples. Discourse Analysis Applications, with examples, provides an enlightening exploration of how discourse analysis, DA, is employed across diverse sectors to unearth the nuanced ways language influences society. This article dives into several practical applications of DA, showcasing its versatility in fields ranging from media studies and politics to healthcare and environmental discourse. Each section not only describes how DA is used but also links these applications to real-world impacts, such as shaping public opinion, uncovering bias in legal contexts, or enhancing communication in healthcare settings. Readers will learn how DA helps analyze political speeches to reveal underlying ideologies, or how it decodes media representations to understand societal values. The blog also highlights how DA in healthcare leads to better patient outcomes through improved communication strategies. Additionally, the article provides examples such as the analysis of social media movements like #MeToo, which illustrates DA's role in societal change. By offering a broad overview yet detailing specific instances where DA has been effectively implemented, the article aims to provide readers with a clear understanding of the practical significance of studying language in context. This introduction serves as a primer for anyone interested in the transformative power of language analysis in both understanding and shaping the world around us. 1. Discourse Analysis Applications. Discourse analysis, DA, is a versatile and powerful tool used across a wide range of fields and applications. By examining how language is used in various contexts, DA provides insights into the construction of meaning, social identity, and power dynamics. Below are detailed applications of discourse analysis in various domains. 1. Media studies. In media studies, DA is used to analyze how news outlets, social media, films, and other media forms produce and reflect societal norms and values. Researchers might examine how media discourse constructs identities, e.g., gender, race, nationality, and propagates ideologies, or how it frames events and issues, influencing public perception and opinion. 2. Political discourse. DA is crucial in understanding political communication, including speeches, debates, policy documents, and propaganda. It can reveal how political language shapes public discourse, constructs political identities, and mobilizes or manipulates public sentiment. For instance, analyzing rhetorical strategies or the framing of issues can uncover underlying ideologies and power structures. 3. Healthcare communication. In healthcare, DA can be applied to patient-provider interactions, medical education, and health policy documents to improve communication and outcomes. It helps in understanding how language use affects patient engagement, consent, and decision-making. Analysis of discourse in this context can identify communication barriers and enhance the clarity and effectiveness of health messages. 4. Education. DA techniques are used to examine classroom interactions, educational policies, and academic texts. This application can uncover how educational discourses influence teaching practices, learner engagement, and the construction of knowledge. It also explores issues of identity, authority, and power within educational settings. 5. Social media and online communities. With the rise of digital communication, DA has become essential in analyzing online interactions. It can explore how online discourse communities form and maintain social norms, how identity and authority are negotiated in digital spaces, and how online discourse influences real-world actions and beliefs. 6. Legal studies. In legal contexts, DA examines legal texts, courtroom discourse, and police-citizen interactions to reveal how legal realities are constructed through language. It can highlight issues of fairness, bias, and power in legal proceedings, contributing to more transparent and equitable legal practices. 7. Organizational and corporate communication. DA is used to analyze corporate communication strategies, workplace interactions, and organizational cultures. It can reveal how corporate discourse shapes brand identity, employee relations, and consumer perceptions, offering insights for more effective communication and organizational practices. 8. Environmental discourse. This application involves analyzing discourse related to environmental issues, policies, and activism. DA can uncover how environmental narratives are constructed, how they reflect and shape societal values and attitudes towards the environment, and how they mobilize action or resistance. 9. Gender studies. DA in gender studies examines how discourses construct and perpetuate gender identities and relations. It can analyze the representation of gender in media, the language of gendered violence, or discourses surrounding gender rights and equality, contributing to a deeper understanding of gender issues. 10. Public health and crisis communication. During health crises, such as pandemics, DA can analyze public health messages, media coverage, and public discourse to understand how crisis communication strategies affect public behavior and attitudes towards health measures. These applications demonstrate the breadth and depth of discourse analysis as a tool for understanding and influencing the complex ways in which language shapes social reality. By uncovering the nuances of language use in various contexts, DA contributes to critical insights and interventions across disciplines. 2. Case studies and examples. Integrating case studies or examples into an explanation of discourse analysis, DA can vividly illustrate its practical applications and the depth of insights it can provide. Here are a few examples across different domains. 1. Political discourse, Obama's speeches. A notable case study involves the analysis of former U.S. President Barack Obama's speeches. Researchers have employed DA to understand how Obama used rhetorical strategies to construct a relatable and authoritative persona. Through DA, scholars examined how he navigated racial identity, national unity, and political ideology, often using inclusive language and storytelling to connect with diverse audiences. This analysis highlights the power of political discourse in shaping public perception and national identity. 2. Media studies. The #MeToo movement. The #MeToo movement provides a rich case for DA within media studies, particularly in examining how social media discourse can drive social change. Analysis of #MeToo related content on platforms like Twitter and Facebook revealed how survivors used narrative to share experiences, creating a powerful discourse that challenged societal norms around sexual harassment and assault. DA in this context uncovers the mechanisms through which digital platforms can amplify marginalized voices and mobilize collective action. 3. Healthcare communication. Doctor-patient interactions. In healthcare, DA has been applied to study the discourse between doctors and patients, particularly in sensitive areas such as end-of-life care discussions. One case study involved analyzing conversations in oncology settings to understand how physicians communicate diagnoses and treatment options. The findings emphasized the need for clear, compassionate communication practices that acknowledge patient autonomy and emotional well-being, influencing training programs for healthcare professionals. 4. Education. Classroom discourse. DA has been used to examine classroom interactions and their impact on learning environments. One example involved analyzing teacher-student dialogue in science classrooms to identify how questions were used to stimulate critical thinking and engagement. This study revealed patterns in how teachers' questioning techniques either encouraged or stifled student participation and inquiry, leading to recommendations for pedagogical strategies that foster a more interactive and inclusive learning atmosphere. 5. Legal studies, courtroom language. Courtroom discourse analysis provides insights into the language used in legal settings and its implications for justice and fairness. A notable case involved analyzing the language used by prosecutors and defense attorneys in jury trials to identify how each party constructs narratives to persuade the jury. The study highlighted the strategic use of language to frame evidence, character judgments, and emotional appeals, underscoring the performative aspects of legal discourse and its potential impact on trial outcomes. 6. Environmental discourse. Climate change communication. Research on climate change communication has utilized DA to explore how environmental issues are discussed in political, media, and scientific discourses. One case study analyzed speeches by world leaders at the United Nations climate change conferences, revealing how different nations frame the issue of climate change in terms of responsibility, urgency, and action. This analysis helps understand the political and ideological underpinnings of environmental policies and the role of discourse in shaping global environmental agendas. Conclusion. Discourse analysis, DA, stands as a critical lens through which the intricate web of language, power, and social structure is unraveled across diverse fields. By dissecting language use in contexts ranging from media and politics to healthcare and education, DA illuminates the nuanced ways in which discourse shapes our understanding of the world, constructs social identities, and navigates power dynamics. The application of DA across various domains not only enriches our comprehension of discourse's role in societal phenomena but also empowers interventions and policymaking aimed at fostering more equitable and understanding societies. The detailed case studies, ranging from the analysis of Barack Obama's speeches to the exploration of the #MeToo movement's impact through social media, underscore DA's versatility and its potent capability to reveal underlying societal norms and power structures. These examples vividly illustrate DA's ability to provide meaningful insights into the construction of narratives and identities, showcasing its paramount importance in deciphering the complex language mechanisms that influence public perception and behavior. Moreover, the exploration of DA in contexts such as healthcare communication, legal studies, and environmental discourse emphasizes the practical implications of understanding discourse. By revealing how language can both empower and marginalize, DA serves as a foundational tool in advocating for change, enhancing communication strategies, and understanding the multifaceted nature of human interaction. In conclusion, discourse analysis offers a profound framework for examining the omnipresent influence of language in shaping human experience and societal structures. Its applications across a myriad of fields underscore the universal relevance of discourse in our daily lives and institutional frameworks. As we continue to navigate a world increasingly dominated by diverse forms of communication, the insights provided by DA remain indispensable in our quest to foster a more inclusive, understanding, and reflective society. Through the lens of DA, we are better equipped to recognize the power of language in constructing our realities and are thus called to engage with it more critically and conscientiously. Frequently asked questions. How does discourse analysis differ from traditional linguistic analysis? Unlike traditional linguistic analysis, which often focuses on the structure and grammar of language, discourse analysis examines language use in social contexts to understand how it shapes and is shaped by cultural, social, and political dynamics. DA explores the meaning beyond the text, considering the implications of discourse on identity, power relations, and societal norms. Can discourse analysis be applied to nonverbal communication? Yes. Discourse analysis can extend to nonverbal communication through multimodal discourse analysis. This approach analyzes how various modes of communication, e.g., gestures, images, layout, work together with verbal language to produce meaning and affect audience interpretation and response. What is the role of technology in modern discourse analysis? Technology, particularly advanced software and algorithms, plays a crucial role in modern DA by enabling the analysis of large datasets, corpora, through corpus linguistics. It facilitates the identification of patterns, trends, and anomalies in discourse across vast amounts of text, making DA more efficient and comprehensive. How does discourse analysis impact policy making? DA can significantly influence policymaking by revealing how language and discourse shape public understanding and attitudes towards policy issues. By unpacking the discourse surrounding policy debates, DA can help policymakers communicate more effectively, address public concerns, and anticipate the societal impact of policy decisions. In what ways does discourse analysis contribute to social change? DA contributes to social change by exposing and critiquing the power dynamics and ideologies embedded in discourse. By analyzing and challenging the discourse that perpetuates inequality or injustice, DA empowers advocacy and reform efforts aimed at creating a more equitable society. How is discourse analysis used in combating misinformation? DA is pivotal in combating misinformation by analyzing the strategies used to spread false information and understanding how it gains traction within communities. By dissecting the discourse of misinformation, researchers can develop strategies to counteract it and promote accurate information. What ethical considerations must be taken into account in discourse analysis? Ethical considerations in DA include ensuring the privacy and consent of individuals whose communication is analyzed, especially in online and digital contexts. Researchers must also navigate the potential for bias and ensure their analyses do not harm the communities or individuals studied. Are there any limitations to discourse analysis? Limitations of DA include its inherent subjectivity in interpreting texts and the potential for researcher bias. Additionally, DA's focus on language and discourse means it may overlook non-discursive factors influencing social phenomena. How can someone start learning discourse analysis? Learning DA involves a multidisciplinary approach, including studying linguistics, sociology, and anthropology. Engaging with academic literature, taking coursework or workshops focused on DA, and practicing analysis with diverse texts are effective ways to build skills in DA. How is discourse analysis evolving with global communication changes? As global communication becomes more digital and interconnected, DA is evolving to address new forms of discourse, such as digital communication patterns, cross-cultural interactions, and the impact of social media on public discourse. Researchers are continually developing new methodologies to analyze these changing landscapes of communication.